Hey family, it's Michael Baisden. Finally made it back to Orlando. Ran into my man G Money out here at the Cigar Box. We're having a great time. Check out his podcast, Word on the Street, Word on the Street. Make sure you get that right. 7 o'clock every night Eastern Time. Check him out. And I'm interested in what this brother's talking about. So I'm going to come on the podcast. When I get back from Vegas, we're going to see what he's talking about.
It's Word on the Street, however you want to do it. Yeah, that's however you want to do it.
Hey, it's your boy Biz All the Biz, man. Shout out to Word on the Street podcast. I'm telling you, we're going up the dome with it, man. Big nigga. Yeah.
Saucy, baby. Podcast, you know what I'm saying? Doing it big, boy. You know what I'm saying? Let me fuck with it. Get it a little bit. Hold the camera. Y'all see it, boy? My dog boss, man. Boss, man. D-Lo. This the new cheese. This that. I'm talking about shark shit. I'm talking about, man, this the hottest thing in the city. This your boy G-Money. My man Bones, man, doing his thing, man. You know what I'm saying?
Show, man. You know the biggest, man. We going up. We're going to stay in motion. We're going to keep that motion. Say that motion. Yeah, every motion. Show. Yeah, show that.
What's happening, Orlando? And all my OGs. You feel me? First off, let me thank and congratulate my brothers Doc Holliday and G Money for putting the OG Reunion Award show together. Because it's not that often you are given flowers or recognized by people in today's world we live in. You feel me? With that being said, I am so honored to accept the Legends Never Die Award given to me by Doc Holliday and G Money. I truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. From the bottom of my heart. You got to give folk their flowers, man, while they living. You feel me? Oh boy.
Y'all watching Word on the Street.
Word on the Street. The Word on the Street.
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 Word on the Street TV, alright?
That's right, Word on the Streets, we're back. That's right, each and every Wednesday. It goes down 7 o'clock p.m. each and every Wednesday. That's right. You can find us on WODS, Word on the Streets on YouTube. You can find us on WODS, Facebook, also Instagram. Any type of social media there is. That's right. Word on the Streets Live. We're back each and every Wednesday. It's going down. Make sure you log in. Word on the Streets Live.
I can't look at you like that, but you know, peace out to the streets. You already know it's the Word on the Streets, baby. Let's get popping.
Hey, what it is? It's your homie Young Jock, man, right here. Big kick on my homie.
Gorilla Zoe. I thought you were going to say G Money. No, G Money. Right up the fuck.
You ready? Hey, what it is? It's your homie Young Jock, man.
Your boy Gorilla Zoe, man. What's happening?
And right now you tuned in to Word on the Streets, man. If you're watching us right now, we want to say appreciate it. Hey, G Money, keep getting that paper, man.
Yo, what it do? That's right, man, on this Talk About Tuesday. That's right. Talk About Tuesday, that's right. We about to get this thing started, man. Got an exciting show for you tonight. It's going down, that's right. So make sure you know what I'm saying, buckle down, get ready for it. The most anticipated hour of the hour, 7 p.m. That's right. We jump on this thing, man, and we do it live. That's right. We do it live for about 1 hour, man. 1 hour. That's right. 1 hour. We jump on 1 hour, 7 o'clock. Make sure y'all share it. Make sure y'all like it. Make sure y'all you want to comment on it. Comment on it. You know what I'm saying? Get down with us, man. You know what I'm saying? We would love to hear from you. We would love to hear what you got to say. Also, shout out to my people on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? My people locking in on Instagram. I see y'all. My dog Shawty G. You know what I'm saying, 23, you know what I'm saying, Impala_Club. I see you. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Louisville Boutique, you know what I'm saying? She in the building, she locked in. That's what it's all about, man. See y'all on YouTube as well. Anyway, let me let y'all know, first of all, who's sponsoring this hour. You know what I'm saying? Who is sponsoring this hour? That's right. Hey, man, first person that's sponsoring this hour. You know what I'm saying? We got people that sponsor the hour now. They come in and they say, hey, I would love to be a sponsor, and just, you just let the people out there know, mainly what I do. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you know what I'm saying? First of all, y'all got CDP. That's right, CDP Orlando, Erica Crawford. You know what I'm saying? These are some of her designs. That's right. Hey, man, if you looking for a logo, or you looking for something, you know what I'm saying, that great design, hey, man, that's CDP Orlando, Erica Crawford. You know what I'm saying? That's right. It gets bigger, man. Like I said, it's going down. She has the most anticipated stuff you would love to see. That's right, Erica Crawford. That's right, and I'm gonna give you that phone number a little bit, you know what I'm saying, in a few minutes too as well. So y'all stick around, man. It's exciting, you know what I'm saying? That's right. It's going down tonight. Also, you know what I'm saying? One of the other sponsors tonight. That's right. It's the Whoop-De-Doo, you know what I'm saying? Whoop-De-Doo Halloween costume party. That's right. It's going down Halloween night. That's right. Halloween night is going down. Whoop-De-Doo, you know what I'm saying? Halloween costume party. And it's yours truly, G-Money birthday bash. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, we at work, man. Don't call us when we at work. Come on, we at work, baby. You know what I'm saying? Dude calling me, I'm telling him I'm at work. Anyway, y'all, you know what I'm saying? It's what it is. Halloween party going down the 31st. That's right, the 31st is live. It's going down right there at Kahlua. You know what I'm saying? Kahlua right there on Kirkman and Conroy. Make sure you get your, you know what I'm saying, get your costume. Get your costume, man. Y'all already look costume ready. Already. You know what I'm saying? Get your costume, man. We got our own one now. We got our own, you know what I'm saying, costume party. And for, like I said, the best dressed male and female, $250. That's right. $250. We giving away for the best male and the best female outfit. So, hey, man, all I can tell you, man, is put that shit on. Put that shit on, man. Put it on. That's right. Go and get your costume, man. Some of y'all could just come as you are because, y'all already costume ready. Some of you Freddy Kruegers out there, y'all know who I'm talking about. Anyway, we got a lot to talk about tonight, man. That's right. And like I told you, this hour was sponsored by, you know what I'm saying, CDP. That's right. CDPOrlando.com. Erica Crawford. That's right. And if you're looking for that logo, you know what I'm saying, you looking for that logo design, you looking for something nice to be eloquent, that could be like a movie, some AI, some up-to-date stuff. You know what I'm saying? Up on numbers 407-716-0396. We're going to put that across the stream shortly. You know what I'm saying? Let y'all know, you know what I'm saying, what's going down. It's going down. That's right. We got you, Erica. Just cool out. We got you. That's right. She doing big things right here in Orlando, Florida, man. So y'all make sure y'all govern yourself accordingly and get with the program. Anyway, I'm just getting my sponsors out of the way real quick. If you're looking for something to do, you know what I'm saying, you're kind of bored, you ain't got nothing to do, you know what I'm saying, they got I Love Karaoke Tuesday. That's going down right there at the Blue Cafe. That's right, the Blue Cafe. They kick off about 8 o'clock, and it's all hosted by my girl, Taisha. Shout out to Taisha. You know what I'm saying? That's right. It's hosted by Taisha. Your boy, DJ 305, he's in the building. That goes down tonight, and that's going down right there at Blue Cafe. They got some excellent food, so y'all need to pull up on that and try it. And, you know what I'm saying, a lot of birthday people be in the building. It be exciting, man. Be exciting. Also, man, my dude, 100 Grand, they do it right there every Tuesday right there at a place called Space Underground. You know what I'm saying? You might pull up and Motis might be doing the tacos. You never know, man. You never know. My dude, 100 Grand, my girl Bridget over there. It's going down right there on Edgewater, and it's called Space Underground by Edgewater and Lee Road. That's right, Edgewater and Lee Road. That's going down. Make sure y'all pull up on that. That's going to be exciting as well. You know what I'm saying? Also, don't forget about First Sunday at Experience, a movie. That's right. I Love You, Me, R+ R&B, hosted by my man Twan the Don and my boy Tony Glover. That goes down each and every first Sunday. But this one gonna be major because G Money gonna be in the building, and it's his birthday bash. That's right, it's his birthday bash. But first, we're gonna be at the Halloween party that's going down on the 31st. That's right, Halloween night. That's right, Halloween night. We getting ready for it. Okay, it's exciting, man. Also, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, if y'all just looking for something to do and want to come on out, man, and really hear, you know what I'm saying, hear what these candidates of District 5 are really talking about, you can come out. That's right, come out on October the 15th. We doing that right there at the Jackson Center. That's right. It's going down the debate. Yes. The debate. Let me let you know, you know what I'm saying? LaWanna Gelzer, fighting for District 5 Commissioner. Regina Hill coming back to try to conquer her position as Commissioner, District 5 Commissioner Regina Hill. Also, acting District 5 Commissioner right now, Shan Rose. That's right. And it's going to be moderated by my man, Randy Ross. Also, Shalina Rowe. That's right. It's exciting, man. We got two great moderators that's going to be doing their thing. And y'all know, Gregory Turner will be, you know what I'm saying, orchestrating the minutes of that platform that's going down right there at the Jackson Community Center. The Jackson Community Center right there on Westmoreland and Carter Street. So y'all make sure y'all be in the building right there. The Jackson Community Center is going down the 15th. That's next Wednesday. Also, my man, look forward to my man Randy Ross. That's right. Randy Ross will be live on the show. And man, like I said, he has a hell of a resume, man, that, you know what I'm saying, that we went through, and we made sure we wanted the best on this district. We wanted the best moderators, you know what I'm saying, to be in the building. This is what we wanted, and we got, you know what I'm saying, we went through it, man, and it's gonna be crazy, man. This is gonna be crazy, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so also shout out to Lewis. She said, "Oh, okay, ground." You know what I'm saying? Okay, good ground. Okay, I got you. Lure Boutique, she located right there. Send me the address where you located at. You know what I'm saying? Also, my man Shawty G gonna be in the building. Shawty G gonna be in the building. Halloween night, it's going down, man. Tables are going on sale Friday. That's right, tables are going on sale. So lock in your table, man. It's gonna be a costume party that you don't want to miss, man. Also, my birthday bash. So y'all know I have a lot of special guest VIPs that's gonna pull up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even allowed to tell y'all, you know, about some of these guests that's gonna pull up and be in the building, man. So and these guests, they gonna be, you know, in their regular clothes. That's right. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna be all dressed up, hiding. They gonna let you know who they is. That's right. So y'all, you gotta be in the building. That's all I'm gonna tell you. You never know. You never know who might show up. Y'all know y'all know I run with the best. Y'all know I run with the best. I run with the best. That's right. I run with the best. What? You challenging me? You think I'm playing? All right, hold on.
Great.
Yeah, check it out, man. This your boy Akon. It's like big shots to Word on the Street. Y'all know what time it is. Yo, G Money, what we doing? Let's go, baby.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Hold on. Get a little me Akon. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Come on this side, sweetie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that way.
Come.
There we go.
I told y'all we had the most incredible African there was. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know this your boy G Money. And I'm talking about, I had to run up on this dude here because this is like my homeboy. You know what I'm saying? It's the worldwide Akon. What's up, man?
What's going on, G?
Damn, man. I mean, last time I seen you, man, you was waking me up with a tissue.
You telling that story?
I told y'all that
G Money
story.
found himself going to sleep on the job. Not right here, boys. Team no sleep.
Team no sleep.
He get it now. Yeah, that's
So how's the energy over there?
man. Everything's going amazing, man. Just waiting for y'all to come home. That's it.
That's it. Wait for us to come
Waiting for y'all to
home.
come home.
Hey man, soon coming home.
Soon
Africa, that's where we all from. So hey man,
Absolutely.
it's worldwide Akon. Y'all see it.
Okay, we back, man. We are back, man. You know what I'm saying? And my production team, they said I made a mistake. You know what I'm saying? It's Sheena Rowe that's hosting the event. She's one of our moderators. So if I said your name wrong, Sheena, I apologize. I don't, you know, sometimes I come on the show and I try to have me a little glass of drink, and sometimes it becomes a big glass. So of Ciroc and Sprite, you know, apple Ciroc and Sprite. So if you want to buy me a bottle for my birthday, I drink apple Ciroc and Sprite. Don't worry about the Sprite, apple Ciroc. But anyway, if I have the tendency to, you know, because you're not supposed to drink before you come on the job. You know what I'm saying? I think I had, you know what I'm saying, somebody that was on my show a while back, you know what I'm saying, and she was drinking on the job, and I kind of got upset at her about drinking on the job. So that same rule applies to myself. So you know, I apologize, but I only, right now, I will pass the test. But anyway, like I said, want to show it to y'all again. That's right. October the 15th is going down. It's going to be exciting. LaWanna Gelzer. That's right, LaWanna Gelzer. Commissioner Regina Hill. Also Shan Rose. It's the debate, you know what I'm saying, live, and we broadcast it as well. We broadcast it as well, you know what I'm saying? We will be broadcasting, and then, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be, you know, moderated by the best people. We got my man, Randy Ross. That's right, Randy Ross. He's going to explain to you of all the things that he's doing in the political world and that he's doing. So we're gonna have him on the show, but before the big debate, we're gonna have him on the show. Also, Sheena Rowe, you know what I'm saying? She's gonna explain to you what, her credentials and what she's doing in the community as well. So these people will be on the show before the debate. That's right. Before the debate, we try to, and let me explain it to y'all. Let me explain it to you the right way. You know what I'm saying? The reason why our debate is so bigger than all the other debates or town hall meetings, because for one thing, we broadcast it live. We broadcast it live, right? You know what I'm saying? And when I say live, we on 3 different networks. We on Facebook, we on Instagram, we on YouTube. We add in 2 more channels as well by the 15th. So, you know what I'm saying? So we'll be, we connecting the dots all over the world so you can watch it. You know what I'm saying? Also, just add it. We will be doing, you know what I'm saying? We will be doing something like a straw poll, but it's called the Word on the Street poll. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna explain that to you. You will be able to put your phone. We'll have a code for you. You know what I'm saying? All your, one of those, the codes where you put it in, and then once you put that code in, you will be able to comment on the people that's on the panel. That's right. You will be able to comment on the people that's on the panel, and you also will be able to vote. You know what I'm saying? To vote for one of the candidates on the panel as well, which one did, great that night. Now y'all know little old Word on the Street. We don't count now. We're not in the big league. This has nothing to do with November the 4th or November the 5th when the poll actually is. You will have to go down and vote for who you actually want to be the new commissioner of District 5. But we got our own little poll. You know what I'm saying? We got our own little poll, and we're gonna have fun with our own little poll. So you will be able to cast in your vote. And some of you people that don't live in District 5, you know what I'm saying? You still have it. You know what I'm saying? You still have a chance to give you a comment, because the thing what we're trying to do is actually get the people in voting what counts. That's right, vote whether you live in District 3, whether you live in District 4, whether you live in District 6. You know what I'm saying? Please just make sure you vote. That's all. You want to start getting the right people in the chair. Now, one of the topics that I wanted to talk about, and we try to make sure we try to put out good news, real news, because at this day and time, there's so much fake news, till we just can't put out everything that someone sends us and just air it. We cannot do that. You know what I'm saying? So I've had a few people that have sent me stuff and got a little upset because I didn't put it out. And like I said, what I'm saying to you is all the news that you get in, you know what I'm saying? It's always, some of it's not real. You know what I'm saying? You might have seen it on your phone and it's, hey, Tupac is still alive. You know what I'm saying? They got a guy that looked just like Tupac. Girl called me and she said, hey, she sent me the picture. Oh, Tupac is over in some damn well, you know what I'm saying? And walking around and blah, blah, blah. You should put that out. I should put that out. You know what I'm saying? That Tupac is still alive. So I don't know if I should do that. So anyway, come to find out, you know what I'm saying? It's a good ass AI picture of a guy that looks like Tupac, older, you know what I'm saying, the whole 9 yards. So, you know, Trump done twisted up to, you know, between AI and fake news till you just can't believe all the things that you're really hearing, man. But anyway, like I said, we're matter of fact, hold on, we might take a sneak preview and see who we got backstage, man. Let's see who we got backstage back here, man. Hold on, let me see here. Who we got? Okay. We thought we seen somebody backstage. Okay, maybe that just was, you know what I'm saying? So people just show up at my show and I don't even know they come through the back room and they show up. I gotta make sure I was just gonna show y'all, but evidently they left. They left. But if they decide to come back, you're more than welcome. We'll put them out here. That's what we do. But anyway, like I was telling you, don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. 30 seconds. Be still.
Shining sun, thank you for the sunshine. Okay, shining sun, thank you for the love you brought my way. Shining one so true, I love you.
Okay, we back. All right, man, I'm gonna see if I can, see if I can take a sneak preview and see what's going on. Like I told you, I had somebody in the back. You know what I'm saying? Let's go backstage again. Let's try it again.
Hey, how are you? This is Randy Ross.
Oh man, hold on, Randy. Hold on. We not seeing you. We not seeing you.
You may not want to.
There you go, Randy Ross.
Running in the community.
Come on, Randy. When you come over here, Randy, you have stepped your game all the way up to the A game now. I know you do a little podcast as well, but you know what I'm saying? But you done stepped into the big league now. So first of all, before we get started, you got your phone like this. Try to turn your phone like this. And see, oh, there you go. See what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna teach you some things while we doing
and
this.
I'm open to learning now.
Hey,
Greg,
man,
thank you so much for allowing me to be part of this process. I live in District 4, but okay. District 5 truly is the most pivotal district in our community. And there's a number of reasons why. You look at my district where all these houses are built, there's no way they're going to start tearing down $1 million homes in order to go on this side of I-4. So when they go to the west side of I-4, that's where really the opportunity sits. And, I actually know all three women that are running. In different ways. I've never had anything negative to say about any of them. They're all wonderful people in their own ways. They all have different platform issues and different things they want to accomplish. I'm hoping that what we get to hear in the debate also is their story, because I think people are tired of some of the negativism and the nasty parts that come along with politics. They really want to know about the people, right? And who's there. And so I'm looking forward to joining you on stage or however the setup's going to be, and really get to know people's stories, because each one of them has unique characteristics that can help District 5. District 5, I think a lot of people don't realize that District 5 commissioner votes on everything that is happening in the city of Orlando. So it impacts every district. And so it's important. And it's also probably the I would say District 1 and Lake Nona is pretty expansive just because they have so much land. But they're not downtown proper. They are not part of the core the, if you will, of the downtown experience. And so we've watched, and I look forward to seeing the questions that you guys are going to provide. I think we've watched the downtown bar owners and restaurants go through so many changes under Buddy Dyer's leadership. And listen, I'm not an unfan of Buddy Dyer. I'm not touting him. I'm just saying that sometimes we got to pay attention to what these folks are really wanting and saying. And I think that there are so many opportunities for us to learn and grow. And when I moved downtown I moved to Orlando in 1993. I moved downtown in 2002. I used to never want to go through Paramore. Paramore is no longer a place I fear. I have walked from my house to the stadium multiple times, whether it's the soccer games or things happening at the Tinkerfield, whatever it is now called. I think it's Camping World Stadium. I've done that without fear. And that's a pretty big move to feel that comfortable in a city like ours. And so I'm looking forward to hearing from each one of the candidates, especially what their vision is, not just for the election. What's your vision 5 years from now? What's your vision 10 years from now? Because many of the programs these candidates are going to create are legacy programs. And let me explain what that means. Legacy programs are things that maybe make sense 10 years from now, but it's going to take a lot of organizing, especially like infrastructure, underground efforts, all those kind of things. And I think that's a pretty exciting part about this process. So again, I just want to jump on here real quick and say thank you for letting me be part of this. I'm looking forward to it. And again, I actually like all the candidates in their own way. They're all unique and special. So we'll see.
Okay. Well, the other moderator, Sheena Rowe, have you heard of her?
No, I have not. I look forward to meeting her.
Okay. Sheena Rowe, she's also the other candidate, and she has a great history in the political world as well. Now, tell me this, okay? Because what do you think about? Okay, I think I've seen something today where the commissioner, Regina Hill, was kind of out there, and she was kind of saying like enough is enough. Her signs are down, and Sharon Rose and Luana Gelzer signs are still up. What's your intake on that? Because they,
let me just tell you, as someone who's ran and lost for office, so I know how it works.
Right.
You have overzealous supporters. It's not Shan Rose or Luana or Regina or anybody taking those signs down. It's someone that thinks that they take a sign down, they're really truly impacting the opinion of the community. That's not the way it works. And that's not how it works. I would encourage each candidate to always remind their supporters to stay out of that fray, to not do that, because those signs are expensive. Let me tell you, one of those large signs might be $75 to $100. You've got to buy the wood, you got to put it up. All those things, every yard sign is $5 maybe with the metal. People don't think about that when they see a sign go down, so I would encourage them all to, but I've seen it in like I said, I've lived here 25, what is it? 1993, 22 years or something like that. And it's 32 years. Lord, I'm getting old. How is it possible? Every election I've ever seen, there are people that grab signs and tear them down. It's unfortunate because, like I said, every donation that the candidate gets is going primarily towards literature, social media posts, email distribution, and probably. But I also will tell you this, and we both know this, Greg, signs don't vote. People vote on what they feel about a candidate. What is their energy level? What is it that they bring? What are they going to work on? What are they going to work towards? That's what people really vote on. I've seen it so many times and time again throughout the city of Orlando. People put up all these signs and, et cetera. I think it's disturbing that people are tearing them down, but at the same time, I know that candidates have to do the work. If you've got, I said this a number of months ago, but when you run for office, if your tennis shoes don't have a hole in them, or your soles of your shoe are not, broken, you didn't do enough work. You got to be out in the community. You got to be out there doing things to get people's attention, to let them know you really care. Because, like I said, in the grand scheme of things, we need so much support throughout the city of Orlando, not just in District 5, but we need it all over the place. District 5 just happens to be the most opportunity to promote where the growth is coming from. Listen, I know that there are people that didn't like when the soccer stadium went in District 5. I know that there are people that didn't like when Orlando Magic tore down the old building and built the new building. I know all of those stories. Right. But that's not what we're going to talk about in this debate, I hope. What we're going to talk about is, what is your plan? What is your guidance? What is your desire? Where do you want to see this district go to? And and then maybe in that little bit of time that we have, and I'm happy to hear you're going to broadcast it live and everything. Maybe in that little bit of time, we get people that listen to it and engage. I'm real happy to hear you're doing the straw poll. I think it's a great idea. Why not? Why not see what the pulse of the folks are at this point? Because at that point, candidates can gauge what else do they need to do. Do I need to spend more money here? Do I need to raise more money for this? Do I need to do this?
Right. And I'm glad you see it that way, and that's why. But we want to give you an example of the straw poll, but it's like I said, it's a word on the street poll. I don't want people to, because they have the tendency to, because some people don't know about the straw poll. But then again, you have to be on the political side to know, and if you know. That's basically what.
Well, let's keep it real, okay? So the reality is, we think everybody pays attention to what we do in politics.
Right.
The truth is, it's a
hold
real.
Hold on, Randy. Hold that thought real quick. I'm gonna bring my other VIP guests in. Let's bring in my man Bugatti. You know what I'm saying? Bugatti. Are you tuned in? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm tuned in. I'm listening.
Okay.
I got my good ear to the phone.
Okay.
No, I think sometimes we think, because we're politicos, right? We're always thinking politics every day. You wake up, it's almost like a sickness, right? You're always thinking about politics. The average person trying to put food on their plate, take their kids to this practice, trying to afford housing, all those kind of things, they are not necessarily looking at every single detail the way that we look at it. And I think that's important to find out these candidates' opinions, to find out where they sit in those issues. You've got 3 totally different candidates. But one thing I learned in the early stages of, trying to understand, if you will, District 5 back in 2012, 2013, was that what that community needs might be different than what my community needs. That they might need more school backpack drives. They might need more food drives. They might need more of those things, because guess what? That community is unique and special to that. You're not going to see that happening in District 4 where I live. You're not going to see it in District 3. You might see it in District 6, but you're not going to see it in District 1. So I think District 5 is such a critical part of our city's growth, because they are really, that's where all the work is happening, right? I mean, I don't know about these twin buildings I'm hearing about. I only pay attention to what, sometimes I hear in the media, but the truth of the matter is, when the nighttime entertainment complex opens with the Orlando Magic, if they actually ever get going with that and get it done, it's really going to change the face of District 5, because that sits in District 5. What I want to see more,
the corridor. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, certainly that line down Central or Washington or whatever to get to the stadium, that's going to be changing. It's going to be changing because time is going to change it. We're not going to change it. Time is going to change it.
Well, Randy, I want you to mend Bugatti. like I said, I talked to him periodic throughout the day, and I was, trying to explain a few things that you done in the political world. So can you explain to him, because me trying to explain it is Ebonics, you know what I'm saying? So explain to him a little stuff about what you got going on in the political
First of all,
world.
I will begin by saying I've been a Democrat and I've been a Republican. So I want to make sure that people understand that I work with all sides, because I live in a Democrat town. So if I don't work with Democrats, that's going to be a problem. I am appointed to the Membership Mission and Review Board by Commissioner Myra Uribe. And so I decide, along with a team of about 5 other people that are appointed by commissioners in the county, who gets on all the volunteer boards, which is really a critical part of our process, in the city, as well, of course, in the county. I launched Walk a Mile in Her Shoes for Harbor House. That was a domestic abuse awareness program, which is now, to my knowledge, still going on some 12 years after I launched it. And these things are important to District 5 because you got these little pockets of challenges that sometimes follow communities over the entire big picture of what's happening. We don't have the same problems downtown Orlando as Lake Nona does not have our problems, and when I look at the homeless situation, which has been, and I'm confident that's going to be probably one of your questions that you're going to be asking, because of the whole Soto shelter thing and lifting the ban on, allowing shelters to be in District 5 or homeless shelters. I think that's an important question that the voters of District 5 need to be aware of. And, that's something I like Shan. I really like Shan a lot. I think she needs to explain why she made the decision, as well as the entire city council. Why did they lift that ban? Why did they decide it's okay to because we shouldn't be pocketing homeless people into one particular area of town. The bottom line is Orange County has provided up spaces, approved spaces, in East Orange County and West Orange County. If that's true.
I know Bugatti had a question that he wanted to. I know he was. We was talking earlier, Boo. You still remember that question, Boo, that you was trying to come across, and you was asking me, and like I told you, asking me is like Ebonics. So
it's a lot of questions could be posed, but I like what he's saying about the homeless. They got plenty of shelters. Why did they lift it? Those are humans as well, and you just got to create an atmosphere for them where they could be safe, and they could get the food, get the shelter, so they could live within their domain. And I feel it's enough people with funds and funding that could create that atmosphere for the homeless, especially for
what you're really talking about is wraparound services. So what we know, and this has been something since I've lived here in 1993. I did my internship at Disney in 1987. I just celebrated my 60th birthday, so
congratulations, man.
What I will tell you is, the reason the Soto shelter project fell apart, and I understand why, is that the Orlando Regional Medical Center did not want that to be part of the wraparound services. They didn't want people just rushing to the emergency room 2 or 3 blocks away from where that was. And I think that's part of the problem. But having had conversations with Orange County Commissioner Myra Uribe at length, there is space designed in East and West Orange County that's been approved and funded that allows us to create homeless opportunity endeavors in industrial parks, et cetera, where we've got Orange County buildings that are sitting idle. And I think that's important because why should District 5 be the only place that homeless people go? That's not necessarily, you got to remember, I think 75 to 80%.
That's a good question there too. That needs to be answered too.
Think about it. 75 to 80%, according to the Coalition for the Homeless, not my numbers, of the people that are homeless want to be homeless. Okay, so when we talk about really helping those folks that really are on bad times, they've had, because we all may be one paycheck away from, losing our homes, etc. We've got to talk about solutions, So I think it's important to hear from the candidates in District 5, because that's where we kind of, I hate to say it this way, and I hope it doesn't come off wrong, it's where we drop everybody off that's homeless. I guess
one street over. The coalition is one street over from Paramount, right?
Exactly.
Terry Avenue.
Avenue.
The city of Orlando just gave $150,000 to the Coalition for the Homeless to kind of continue help with their issues. And I think it's great. I think it's wonderful. What I'm saying is that all homeless people don't have to live in Paramore. That's a thriving community. It's getting more and more affordable housing all the time, no matter whose leadership it's under. It's going to happen, because that's the easiest place for downtown Orlando to grow to. And I don't mean that like in a way that takes away from the people that live there. I am saying that it's the easiest direction for people that for growth to occur in. And if that's the case, then we need to hear how these candidates feel about that growth, because that's real important. Especially if you live in that area, and especially now that we've got redistricting going on in the county, where we're seeing a whole new set of 2 new commissioners coming in. We've got to find ways to deal with this, I think, in a different space. But I'm hoping, Dre.
This what I got a question for you. You know what I'm saying? With everything that's going on with the shutdown, do you think it's a possibility it could be an effect on what's going on with this, with this campaign or this, this movement for District 5?
I do believe it's important for the candidates to potentially give us their opinion about that. I think about the government shutdown. I think that because right now that's becoming a very partisan issue, when in fact, is it? I don't know. I mean, I try to listen to all sides of every issue. I do it on my political page, Orange County Political Voice. I post Democrat side, I post Republican side, and I try to give people the opportunity to have these conversations, because there's not too many places, and your show's a wonderful opportunity for that. There's not too many places where you get to have that conversation. Right. And so exactly. I think it's imperative that we hear what they think, but guess what? At the same time, I don't believe that it should become just this Democrat versus Republican conversation all the time. This is a nonpartisan race.
Yes. Right. I agree on that.
You've got a candidate that is under indictment, but at the same time, it seems like that case is falling apart every day. But, you've got her, multiple terms, which I believe in term limits. So can't tell you I totally get that, but that's what we have to work with. You got Shan Rose, who won the special election. And then you've got an advocate that is, I got to tell you a funny story about Luana, which is so hysterical. So one of the times about 10 years ago, I went to a city council meeting, and she had a trash can, and she stood up in the audience, because public comments were different back then. You didn't go to the speaker. You kind of did it from the audience. You raised your hand or whatever. And she had this trash can, and she was throwing in the trash can all of Buddy Dyer's broken promises. And I swear to God, I laughed at it, because it was such a brilliant approach to try to get your point across. And it's not because I'm supporting Luana or Regina or Shan. I say that to you because District 5 is changing. All of the condos, let's be honest, all of the condos in downtown Orlando are in District 5. Just a few sit outside in District 4. So District 5 really has a lot of influence in what's happening in the rest of the city of Orlando. And I think that's an important point to hear from the candidates about. I don't think we give them enough credit. I think because sometimes let's be candid, sometimes there's some drama that comes out of the District 5 area. And you know, you have to stop and pause and say, okay, yeah, there's drama, but at the same time, is there work being done? Are there people being helped? Are people, you know, are communities getting built better? Are there, you know, is there more affordable housing? All these things. And those are legacy projects and they don't happen overnight. And I think that's what I'm hoping we get to talk about, you know, on the 15th is what kind of things can we do even better than what we've done? And which candidate can take us that way?
Mr. Randy, it's Randy, right?
It is.
Randy Ross?
Yes.
Ross. That's R-O-S-S or R-O-S-E?
R-O-S-S.
Okay. All right, Randy. But back to the homeless.
Yeah.
That's an easy fix. That's an easy fix for the homeless. Would you agree?
Oh, I don't know if it's my place to agree or disagree. I'm hoping that's a question that we would ask the candidates.
Well,
but
yes.
I will tell you, my personal opinion is if the Orange County, and I have this verbatim from Commissioner Myra Uribe, who represents District 3, that there are conversations where property in West Orange County and East Orange County have been all but funded to support the homeless. So we don't have to have all the homeless in downtown at Lake Eola. We don't have to have them all in Paramore. And I know that the people of Paramore, they don't want that either. You know, and I think that that's where we've got to start really working and looking at things and look at alternatives. I said this, Channel 6 posted a story today about the Soto shelter again. And they've posted it like 3 times. And I said, how many times are you going to post this without talking about the Orange County, East Orange County, and West Orange County homeless land that the county is willing to give to homeless shelters?
But
and, you know, crickets.
Randy, but so on Colonial, by the Salvation Army shelter, it don't look like Terry Avenue.
Yeah.
So just me looking on the outside looking in, that means might be the quality of homeless people that's in that area, or it may be they have enough beds for that group that go to the Salvation Army. So that's why I was asking, is it an easy fix, and you made a clear example to me, funding. I'm thinking it's dishing out the money to create the beds for those people on Terry, because they can still be on Paramount long as they got a revolving door to go into the shelter to go to sleep. Because you might hear one person, oh, I don't want to be in there at 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. or 7 p.m., whatever time they're supposed to check in before the doors close. You know, just like different approach to allow that person who want to go to sleep at 2 a.m. in the morning. All right, come on. Go in here, because we want to make sure the area is clean and clear instead of the transit sleeping out on the sidewalks on the at the bus stop. So I mean,
let's be honest. There's no secret here. Buddy Dyer doesn't really probably want all of these homeless folks around the new nighttime entertainment complex that the Orlando Magic is building. You know, we've got the Dignity buses now, which I've been very outspoken against because I don't know that that's the right place. The model that was taken out of, I think it was Punta Verde or some other place that brought to Orlando, I'm not sure. And I'd be very curious to ask the candidates this. What do you think about the Dignity buses? And do you think that's working? Because we haven't really heard much since it launched. You know, but what we have to be careful about here, I think, you know, you got that amazing facility, the men's facility out there at John Young and Colonial Drive, a revitalized hotel that houses homeless men. It's a men's shelter, and you know, the only caveat is you gotta pay attention to, you know, being part of going to church services in the morning, and some people don't want to do that. And I go back to the whole conversation. Not all homeless people want to be in a shelter, and you know, we hear often. We hear a lot about, you know, young mothers and their children sleeping in cars. Those are, to me, the real targets of opportunity. Let's figure out a way to help them. Let's get them into some place where they are not sleeping in their car.
Hold on, Randy. Glenda says homeless is not an easy fix. Some of those people will have it no other way. So
No,
yeah.
I'm not talking about coming out of homeless. I'm just talking about a place to sleep, a place to get off the streets, a place to shower.
Well, you know, we do have the challenge, of course, in the city of Orlando, and we know this now as a group. We know that there are laws that have been put in place or ordinances where you can't camp, for example, but the reality, when we were going through the Stop Soda Shelter process, we learned that, let's say a police officer sees somebody camping, under I-4 in a tent. All they can do is go up and ask that person to move. If that person moves and that police officer leaves and that person moves 10 feet away, they have followed the law. They have done what that police officer suggested that they do. The challenge that we're facing is that it's not that simple. I mean, I feel like I'm kind of sounding like I'm simplifying it. The homeless problem, like I said, I've lived here since 1993. It's never gotten better. Never gotten better. But I've never, I know we seem to have a problem over in Wadeview Park. That's in District 4. That's not over in District 5. But I know that seems that, I see that the commissioner out in District 5 in county, as she's trying to revisit the whole Soto shelter thing and all of this. Listen, I don't think that anybody wants to live in a homeless shelter. Who wants to do that? There are people that want to transition out of being homeless. And then there are just a lot of other people that don't. And I think we have to start having better conversations about whether they do.
Randy, who got it? Erica said for you answer that question. Randy, Bugatti, Randy is not running for office. So I guess Erica wants to try to clear that up.
I'm not asking him because he's not running. We just having a conversation.
Right.
I don't seen talented carpenters that's homeless, and they get up, they live in the woods. And they done built many houses, tiny homes in the hood. This is before tiny homes came into existence globally. And they live there. I'm talking about been living there until they tear the woods down. These guys got bank accounts. They got YMCA cards. What they do, they wake up early in the morning, they go to work, they get off, they go to the gym, the YMCA to the gym, they shower, they brush their teeth, they do all that, they go eat, then they go back to the woods. Functional. They very functional. I say they living off the grid, but we would say homeless. They don't want a house. They don't want this. Some of them ex-military vets, and they very groomed. You wouldn't know. I found out because I was riding and caught a flat tire, and I looked and I saw this, and I asked the question, and they were like, "No, we don't want." They living good. They got, like I said, they doing very well for themselves. They are homeless, but they don't want to. They're not. They not dependent on government or other people for.
Well, what you're talking about basically is they have adapted and are okay assimilating into being homeless.
Yes.
And it has nothing to do with financial stability, as really that's a part of it. Let me tell you, I still think there's 25% of the people that are homeless that really want out of that situation. They want to regroup. They want a second chance. They want to do this. And then we have a lot of people like you're talking about, that's why I think the county solution is so viable. Because if there's East Orange County, we've got a ton of folks out there in Christmas and Bithlo and spaces like that are also homeless living in the woods. We've got folks in West Orange County that are out there living in the woods. There used to be a a homeless camp right off of John Young Parkway and
Yes.
Colonial Drive.
Yes.
I remember that.
Yes.
You know, and when they started developing the Walmart and everything else they did out there, those people kind of got, you know, pushed away.
So
there
Mr.
are
Randy,
people that want help, but there are other people that really they don't want the help because they're comfortable living the way they're living. I think that we sometimes we'll see the Christian Services Center or we'll see different initiatives pass and we'll be like, oh my gosh, that's so sad, blah blah blah. The reality is, how did we get there, and how did we get away from there? That's why I'm so impressed with you know, what they do out there at the shelter, that the men's shelter out at John Young and Colonial, because they're really trying to help people. They give them the folks there get a room of their own. They're not sleeping in cots. They're not sleeping on the floor in the homeless shelter. They get a room. They get a place, and they're really trying desperately to get back on their feet.
Yes.
Those are different people.
A lot of them is being by drug abuse as well. Like I don't know if you say you came here in 89 or 87.
I did my internship in 87. I moved here.
Okay, so you'll know, you should know about the jungle on Rio Grande, one of the first homeless areas where New Covenant Church is built on right now.
Yep.
And that was where all the bunch of carpenters and plumbers was at, you know. And they was a lot on drugs. So drugs play a major key in the ones who don't want to go in the shelter. And
well, now the conversation that you're bringing up is an interesting one. It's shifting to, you know, drug abuse, mental illness. You know, when I was growing up in Indiana,
that's what Glenda says as well. She says the biggest issue we have to deal with today is the mental. That's the new pandemic. You know,
well, when I was growing up in Indiana, our next door neighbor, we lived in the same house for 27 and a half years before I moved to Florida. Our next door neighbor, she worked in a mental hospital. We used to have those. I think it was Reagan that got rid of mental hospitals. And now, right now, those very same people that might need to be in a mental facility are out there walking on the streets. When I took my mom to the hospital a while back, she has dementia, so I had that conversation with them, etc. And they were sharing with me that often families drop their senior parents or friends, etc., off at the hospital, but when it's time to call to pick them up, they never come and get them. So they have no choice but to release those people back out of ORMC, as an example, and they walk the street. I don't know if you've ever been down Orange Avenue at that particular time, but I've seen plenty of people walking on Orange Avenue wearing their medical, you know, garb that they got because they were in the hospital, and that's a big problem because you can't just keep putting people back on the street and think that they're going to fix themselves. They're not going to take their medicine. They are going to be mentally disturbed, and that's why when you walk around Lake Eola, you see many homeless people, you know, either approaching you for this or that and the other. That's because that's made Lake Eola not as desirable as it needs to be. And that's a question, I think, for the District 5 candidates is, how do we bring safety back to downtown Orlando? How do we make it where people from Winter Park, instead of us going to Winter Park all the time, are going to Sand Lake? How do you want me to come back downtown and feel safe? Safety is probably, I think, the number one reason. Maybe parking's part of it too, but safety is probably the number one reason a lot of people don't come to downtown Orlando. And yet we've got all these amazing gifts, you know, to offer folks. And I think the District 5 candidates need to share with us their vision. You know, when Buddy Dyer initially brought up Creative Village and everything that was going to happen in that energy zone, I was pretty excited about it. I thought, you know what, bringing UCF downtown, that sounds... And I've driven through there because my mom's hearing aid place is right up the road from there at Colonial and whatever, I think it's Division or whatever that road is. And I've driven through there so many times and there's just no energy. There's nothing going on there, you know? And so whoever is commissioner has to try to help us to rebuild the soul of downtown Orlando. And I don't say that as a negative. we can rebuild. You know, when you go to New Orleans, what's the soul of New Orleans? We know it's jazz music and it's this experience and that experience. When you go to Indianapolis, Indiana, which is where I'm from, we know the soul is the Indianapolis 500. What's the soul of Orlando? It's not theme parks, because that's entertainment. That is something else, you know. And so we have such a wonderful opportunity, especially in District 5. That's why I'm so excited to be part of this, because that really is where you can rebuild the soul of Orlando. You know,
and that's why we're gonna have this this straw poll that's gonna, you know, and this what I want to ask you, Randy, as far as us doing the straw poll and people that's not in District 5 and just, you know, randomly voting. How do you think that is? I mean, this will be our first time trying this, so this one I'm trying to.
Well, let's be honest, and let's be very candid. All right, so nobody that votes in that poll, if they don't vote, if they don't live in District 5, they have no influence over that election. They can't vote. So I think it's very important to remember that. Well, I applaud you're going to do a poll. I think you got to remember that just because I participate in the poll, I live in District 4. How could my results, my vote might go for one of the three candidates? And
but your opinion don't matter.
No, I'm saying that my vote, because I can't go vote in District 5.
Right.
Let's look around the entire city of Orlando. That's why I would tell you that people like Jim Gray, Robert Stewart, all these other commissioners, Bakari Burns, great people. But the thing is that District 5 is so unique. And, you know, in total candidness, I need to tell you that, yes, I know Luana. I went to Shan Rose's event when she won the special election, but I actually volunteered originally on Regina Hill's campaign in the very beginning. And the purpose of what I said, my good friend Teslin Figaro coined it. I just stole it. Everybody deserves a 20-second chance. And I remember being at the night Juan Lynham and Regina were at, we found out Regina made it into the runoff. And I walked over to a table because I'd walked around to all the people that were at the event. And I said, thank you so much for coming. And this one couple said to me, you know, Randy, what do you think is going to happen? And I said, well, I don't know. I said, maybe her past is going to influence, you know, and negatively impact the vote. And they go, you know what, Randy, you don't know enough people in Paramore. And I paused and I said, okay. And he goes, because if you live in Paramore, you have been touched by crime. Whether it wasn't you, whether it was somebody else, one of your friends, family, relatives, or you know, they've been touched by crime. So that has been one of my learnings in this process of getting to know District 5 better is, guess what? I don't know what it's like, you know, to have you know, this crime influence. But the other part of it is, guess what? District 5 looks so different. Do you think I worry? I told you earlier in the conversation. Do you think I worry about walking through Paramore? No. Do you think I worry about driving through there? No. Do I think we have work still to do? The answer is yes. And so I look forward to hearing what do these candidates think the next step is for District 5. You know, you've probably got tons of developers that want to move in there and build condos and office buildings and all these other things. And that comes, you know, that brings up the whole subject of, you know, gentrification and, you know, how this is going to work and how we're going to get this done. It's got to be done with a soft hand, but, you know, at the same time with a heavy heart. Because there is a lot of people that live in Paramore that they want to stay there and they want to be part of the community. Senior citizens especially, there's a ton of senior citizens that live in, whether it's Carver Shores, Washington Shores, all these different areas that surround that side of town. And I think that's hopefully one of the gifts that comes from this conversation. You've had this event before, I believe. As I understand it, it's one of the more successful opportunities for candidates to state their cases and tell people what they want to do or what they're willing to do and what they plan to do. And you know, let's see what happens from that. I do hope. I saw on the flyer that Shan has not committed yet, but like I said, I did reach out to our campaign manager And I hope she does show up. Often the incumbent chooses not to participate because they don't feel like they need to. But this is such an interesting time in District 5. You've got obviously what's going on with Regina. You've got Luana, who's been around very long time. And you've got Shan, who's a younger voice, right? She's got a different voice that she brings to the table. So I think we'll see what happens.
Yes.
Hey, excuse me, Mr. Randy, but the more to the story, all of them need to be for the community. Regardless, regardless who win or lose, all of them still should be fighting to make the community better for the city of Beautiful.
Greg, I think that's an interesting question that he brings up that maybe we should ask the candidates. If you don't win, will you support openly whoever does? Because one of the challenges that district has faced is that, and I saw it back the Daisy Lynham days, I saw it in the Regina Hill days, and I saw it during Travis McCurdy running against Shan Rose and all these things, is everybody just kind of runs away when they lose. That's not what needs to happen. They actually need to figure out a way to unite about that.
Okay.
So that's what that's what bothers me with local and state politicians. Well, when it's over, when they lose, they seem like they go in the ditch. What a love for the community. Like that's what I like to see. Regardless if you lost, still back the winner. Be there for the winner. Support the winner. We're gonna get on board with the winner. Keep on going.
Yes.
That's very, it's very important, because if all they continue to do, I don't know who's going to win this election. I really have no idea. But if all they continue to do is try to tear down the person that does, that's not winning.
Right.
And you win as a community when you start showing up and showing the rest of the city of Orlando, look what we do in District 5. Look how we do this. Look what we're accomplishing. Look what we're getting done. I think that's really a critical component of this process. And again, why I think this debate is an opportunity to get to know their stories. I can talk to somebody either on my own podcast, on the radio show, the different things that I've done, and within minutes, I know if they're genuine or not. I know if they've got good intentions. Are they really trying to help the community? Are they trying to just compete and they just want another title? You know pretty quickly. And I would think in this opportunity that we have with this debate, we'll know pretty quickly, either based on, the candidate responses or the folks that come out to be part of the event. I think we'll know pretty quickly where people's intentions lie. And that's what I vote on anymore. I'll tell you what, I don't always vote party lines. And I want to make that very clear. And people get mad at me and they're saying, like, Randy, you should do this. Blah. No, I don't do that. I vote on what I think is going to be best for where I live and where I work and where, quote unquote, we play, right? That's what I vote on. Because the reality is, if I vote just because I know you, that's not a good enough reason to vote for you.
That's not good. Yeah, that's not good at
all.
I like that. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Yeah, that's not good.
Right.
Well, I really appreciate this opportunity. I look forward to seeing you guys on the 15th. And
okay, hold on, Randy, hold on. I'm just showing the people the flyer. It's going down October the 15th. You know what I'm saying? My man Randy Ross will be one of the moderators. Also, Sheena, that's right, Sheena Rowe will be one of them as well. And we will have on the platform Luana Gelzer. We will have Commissioner Regina Hill. And hopefully we'll have Commissioner Shan Rose on the platform on the 15th. And that's going down right at the Jackson Community Center. The Jackson Community Center. And before we go, man, Randy, like I said, we got we have a person that kind of gives encouraging words, and her name is A.I. Whitney, and I just want to ask her real quick, hold on, to give you something. A.I. Whitney, can you give Randy some encouraging words on his podcast and also his moderation.
Okay. Check it. So Randy's out here grinding on his podcast game, man. You know, it's like he's got the hustle etched in him, real talk. It's no small feat to keep a podcast going and moderation on point, especially with all the voices out there. Randy got that vision, and it's inspiring to see someone sticking with it. Ayo, keep building those connections. Keep those conversations raw and real. And like Jay-Z once said, I'm not a businessman, I'm a businessman. He's handling his business with that moderation, making sure everything stays smooth. It's like, so what's your favorite episode from his podcast so far?
Oh man. Hey, my favorite episode is he's back in Word on the Street, and he's, you know, reposting what we're doing. He's sharing it. So we got to give it up for my man Randy Rose. Hey,
I'll see you guys. I'll see you guys on the 5th. I'll see you on the 15th.
All right, buddy. All right. Appreciate you. All right. You know what I'm saying? Who got it, man? Y'all see it, man? Hey, we can't make this up, man. It's going down the 15th. So if y'all govern yourself accordingly, that's going to be at 6 o'clock right there at the Jackson Center. It goes down. We will be broadcasting live. So on that day, make sure you put this in your notes. On that day, we're going live 6 o'clock. Won't be 7 o'clock. It's going to be 6 o'clock. We will be broadcasting the debate live like we did last year. You can, if you're on Instagram, if you're on YouTube and Facebook. I try to tell people to more or less try to go on Facebook and YouTube, because those two you will be able to see the entirety of the debate. If you go on Instagram, you got to remember it's only like an hour, and we'll try to restart it, but sometimes Instagram don't give you the capability of restarting it. So, but if you on Facebook and if you on YouTube, you will be able to see the entirety of it. And Glenda, I look forward to you, you know what I'm saying, pulling up, you know what I'm saying, pull up, Glenda, you know what I'm saying, me and you know each other from back in the days now, so don't play with it. Pull up on me, Glenda. That's right. Appreciate it, Erica, for being on the podcast as well. She will be in the building. My man Bugatti, my man Mo. We got a whole staff that's gonna be there, and it's gonna be a great debate, like it has been. So we look forward to it. We have two great moderators that will be asking the questions, and we're gonna find out who is best for the job. Also, don't forget about the Word on the Street straw poll that we're doing. So you will be able to go to the QR code and log in to vote. You will just put your phone up to the thing and put your code in, and you will be able to vote on what's going on. Some new stuff that we're doing. Y'all make sure y'all jump aboard and make sure y'all be a part of it. Boo, you got some news?
Good look, good situation, and it's good that you had the guy Randy on. Talk real clearly about what's going on in the community, and like he said, majority of the people don't have a clue what's going on in the community, and that's what's important about the commissioners. And to you, I want to say, man, with this platform, facts is different from opinions, and what we or what I or you, or I'm gonna say I'm very vocal, and if I see foolishness or phoniness with these commissioners or people trying to help the community, I'm going to call it out. I'm because it's the moral to the story. We need to build a community and help the community and get a strong foundation. You know what I'm saying? Right now, the seem like the community is built on sandy sand. Like that you drive on sand, you walk, you just sink. You know, like quicksand. We need to build it on clay. So I'm gonna commit. You know, if you say you're a part of the community and you trying to help the community, and I see difference, I'm on the show calling you out. Me, Bugatti. Right. This ain't got nothing to do with G Money, Gregory Turner, a word on the street. That's what I'm doing, because we do need better for the community. And if we don't call y'all phony people out, the community gonna stay where it's at. You know? Like the guy reiterated that what I was trying to say, some of you candidates doing it for the wrong reason.
Right.
Your heart ain't there. Right. Your heart ain't there. You doing it for the wrong reason. You got blood on your hand.
Yeah. I mean, and that's good that you say that, Bootmaker. That's a good point. Like I say, some of these candidates have run the race and they'll talk that talk. And then, you know, when it's over, whether they win or lose, well, mainly if they lose, it's almost like it's a lot of negative talk about the, you know what I'm saying?
The candidate who won.
Right. And it's a lot of talk about the whole political move after that. But then when they was running, they had nothing but good to say, nothing but, first day out, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. So I've seen it all in the process of dealing with this political move. I've seen it all. So like I said, we just got to keep our eyes open, man, and try to make a difference ourselves.
And hold them accountable. Yeah, man. Right. We need each other. You know what I'm saying? We need each other to build. You know, that's all that stuff, selfish act. You know what I'm saying? I done learned about being selfish. Selfish you get dealt with a bad hand. You know, you get put in a situation. No, serious, being selfish.
Yeah.
You know, it don't matter how much money you got, what you think you got, this and that. Selfish have you in the corner looking crazy.
Looking crazy.
Yeah.
Speaking of looking crazy, man, we want to see some of y'all looking crazy on the 31st. That's right, the whoop-de-doo Halloween costume party. And it's your boy G Money, you know what I'm saying, birthday bash is going down. We're giving away $250 to the best male with the best costume, $250 to the best female costume. So just make sure you just get there and be in the place. Reserve your table, reserve your spot. That's right. And we're doing it at Kalalua Signature, and that's located right on Kirkman and Conroy. That's right, Kalalua Signature, a nice little bar, that lounge. I'm gonna say a lounge that sits over right on Kirkman. And if you ain't been there, man, like I said, look it up and make sure you get your VIP table, get everything, get your business straight, man, and get your costume right. You know what I'm saying? And like they say, man, put that shit on. Put that shit on, man. Put it on. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got no other time to be Freddy Krueger or whoever you want to be, you have the time now. And some of y'all want to be Cinderella, you know what I'm saying? You have the time now, you know what I'm saying? So whoever you want to be, or just, putting on to be that night, be that person. That's on Halloween night. That's going down. Also, it's my birthday bash. It's going to be a movie. It's going to be crazy. I want everybody, like I said, y'all know I try to tell you the early bird gets the worm. So that's all I'm going to tell you. And the spot has tables, 2-person table, 4-person table, 6-person table. You know what I'm saying? Get your tables, because it's not a spot that I'm going to sit here and tell you we got 20, 50 sections to sell out. You know what I'm saying? We got about, I'm going to say around about 18, you know what I'm saying? 18 tables to sell out. So lock in your spot early, man, and the phone number on the flyer. Y'all can get with it, go on my page. It's going to be exciting. That's all I can tell you. Who got it? You got anything? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, just live life. Life is beautiful. laughter is healthy, and stay positive, and what I'm saying, learn and start to work together with the people that you deal with. That's all I got to say, man. Stay safe.
Okay, and Glenda, one thing I want to say before you go, Glenda, if it's your birthday November the 2nd, now stop playing. My birthday is November the 2nd. I'm celebrating on Halloween night, which is 2 days before the 2nd. Also, I got a party on the 2nd, but we'll announce that at a later time. Right now, we talking about the 31st. Well, I need you in the building on the 31st.
With your balloons.
Exactly. If you turn up like I turn up, Glenda, turn up. We ready for you. Call my number. What you need? Hold on. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Let me tell the producer to put my number. You know what I'm saying? Put my Poster Face. Poster Face done went to sleep. Poster Face in the back booth sleep. Anyway, put my number up. Okay, that go my number, Glenda. You know what I'm saying? Both Face just woke up. You know what I'm saying? So, but that go my number. You know what I'm saying? So, call me on that number. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it right, Glenda. Let's get it right. I know you got about a party of 8. You know what I'm saying? I know you coming strong, but if you ain't got nothing but a party of 2, still call me. Cause we gonna turn up. We start on the 31st. We don't end till the 31st of November. We start on the 31st. We don't end till November 31st. So get ready. You know what they say. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I know you ready. But anyway, it's going to be exciting, man. We had a great time. My man Randy was on the show. Y'all lay around for Sheena. Sheena's coming up next. That's our other moderator. We're going to try to get her on sometime this week. If not this week, we will get on Monday or Tuesday before the debate. You know what I'm saying? The debate is next Wednesday. So we will get Sheena on. Glenda, you must be talking about me. I'm mentioning you and trying to talk about Sheena, but we will get Sheena Rowe on, you know what I'm saying, before the debate, and we'll get a chance for y'all to see our debaters. And then on the 15th, we get to see the candidates that's running for District 5 live, and then we will broadcast live. Appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Anyway, man, it's been a great show. You know what I'm saying? So all I can tell you, man, if you trying to check in. But you know what I'm saying? Like right now, all I can say is stay on bended knees, keep God first. You woke up on the good side of the dirt. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, let's just keep it going. Anyway, shout out to my sponsors. Shout out to everybody. And we going to let y'all know everything that's going down. I'm going to holler at y'all tomorrow. It's going down, man. And I appreciate y'all. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Hey, I appreciate y'all, man. We'll be back at it tomorrow, 7 p.m. I'll holler.
Coronavirus, huh? People career, boy. Oh, we that blind people wake up. Come on now. Coronavirus, another plane gone wrong with the government. So they trying to hide it. Another way to distract us and keep us unaware from the problem. It must be big, cause now they killing people to justify this lie. Got you running around crazy, spending your little tax money. Kids ain't going to school for 3 weeks. Buy tax money, we doing what they asked of us and looking like crash dummies. Meanwhile, they dropping stuff in the air that make us act funny. And I don't think I know it all, man. I ain't even 30 yet. But I know enough to know when somebody else doing some dirty shh. Stock market's going down. business getting shut down. Trump offer $1,000 like that's enough money. Wow, they ain't enough to pay your rent, not to mention your other bills, or the fact that they target the ones that keep us on track for real, like grandmas and grandpas, our mamas and our daddies too, the ones that actually pay attention, give us the game, they watch the news, they look at them like old fools, but they doing what we trying to do. We walking around like phone zombies, without them we bound to lose. Let's say I'm wrong, I could be wrong, so if I'm wrong I take that, but if I'm right, why not take precautions, so we don't face that. I might not know what it is, but I'm knowing it's more than what appear, I'm knowing it's more than what they saying, and I hope y'all know it's not a game. We taking losses all across of what we call United States. Black people, we used to that, but it's not about race, that's not the case. I know we used to being divided, but right now ain't the time to hate. Stay prayed up and keep your faith. We could be in our last days. I said we could be in our last days. Stay prayed up and keep your faith. We could be in our last days. Trendsetter, Hitman.